Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be learning about the endocrine system. The syllabus over here, it's already mentioned over here. General study. We need to know the basic idea of the adrenal glands. We need to know about the hypo and hypersecretion, differences between endocrine and exocrine glands, location, shape of the endocrine glands in the human body, hormones secreted by the following glands, effects of hypersecretion and hypersecretion of hormones. So, as we all know that a human being goes through various stages in his or her life. For example, a newborn changes into infant, an infant changes into a toddler changes into a child develops into an adolescent, and adolescence changes into an adult, and so on. These changes takes place from the age 10 or 11, and changes will lead to emotional maturity. All these changes that occur in an adolescence are controlled by the endocrine system. So, children, this is what we are going to learn about this the various changes, the emotional maturity that we attain during the various stages of life. The endocrine system includes the endocrine glands and the hormones. So, endocrine system is a complex system of organs that work together to release a chemical messenger inside the body. The functions of endocrine system is to secrete hormones into the bloodstream. So let us understand what are hormones. A chemical messenger which targets a specific group of cells in order to cause the group of cells do some activity or stop doing an activity. So the endocrine system consists of two important glands, that is the exocrine glands and endocrine glands. So let us understand exocrine glands. Exocrine glands release the secretion into the ducts or tubes. For example, liver releases bile. In liver, there is presence of bile, which is released into the gallbladder, then through a duct into the small intestine. Pancreas releases pancreatic juice into the small intestine via a duct. So, exocrine, they release the secretion into the ducts or tubes. In case of endocrine glands, they are called ductless glands. Release hormones directly into the bloodstream. Blood transport hormones throughout the body. Each hormone acts on only a certain kind of tissue called its target tissue. So one is duct glands, one is ductless glands. So exocrines are duct glands, and endocrines are ductless. The examples have been given over there. So each hormones act on a certain kind of tissue called the target tissue. So secretion and wherever the hormone is to be is required by the body, that is the target tissue. So each hormones acts on a certain kind of tissue called the target tissue. So these are the important glands that we need to know. First one is pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal, pancreas, or islets of Langerhans. So first let us understand pituitary. So pituitary gland is a round organ about the size of pea, 1 centimeter in diameter. Location located behind the bridge of the nose at the base of the brain. It secretes 9 different hormones which affects many different areas of the body including growth, blood pressure, regulation of pregnancy, breast milk production, sex organ functions in both men and women. These are the different functions of the pituitary glands for growth, blood pressure, Regulation of pregnancy, breast milk production, sex organ functions in both men and women. Next, a few pituitary hormones, very important hormones. First one is growth hormone. The function is to increase body size during childhood and adolescence and to also maintain body size during adulthood. Next one is thyroid stimulating hormone, that is TSH, very important, to stimulate the thyroid to produce thyroxine. Follicle stimulating hormone. The function is to regulate puberty development and reproductive processes. Luteinizing hormone stimulates the production of estrogen and testosterone. So these are the very important functions of the pituitary glands and the hormones released by the pituitary. Now let us learn about the growth hormone released by the pituitary gland. You have the hypersecretion, that is oversecretion, and hypo means less secretion or undersecretion. So if there's oversecretion of growth hormone, that will lead to gigantism and in childhood and acromegaly in adults. Bones of fish, hands and feet enlarge. Undersecretion of growth hormone will lead to dwarfism in children or the childhood.